You know what was crazy yesterday? Mom's been kind of mentally sick a little bit. Hopefully she's getting better, Lord willing. Anyway, yesterday on January 29th, 2025, I decided to take Mom to CVS just to see how she would do in public. And well, it was Dad's idea actually. He wanted me to do it. So then after that, and we went to CVS, got a few things, some makeup for Mom and dish soap, and then went by Sunoco real quick, to fill up gas, a little detour, and Mom wasn't too bad so far, but it was kind of talkative and a little critical of my driving, and I was driving good and carefully. I wasn't going too fast or anything like that, because I do drive good. I drive good, and then anyway, then after I went to Walmart to get some milk and some sandwich making, some bologna, cheese, mayonnaise, that kind of thing. Then after that, I went to Walmart by myself, and I locked the white van and had Mom staying there. And then after that, once I got done shopping, I was on my way out. The white van alarm went off, and Mom went out of the car when she was not supposed to, so she disobeyed me. So, and then her reasoning was because, well, she got mascara on her fingers, which makes no sense why she would get out of the car. And then we drove our way back, got home, and I put away groceries, and then Mom waited outside, and whatever. And then, yeah, and I went, come on, let's go inside, and she's like, well, I want to wait out here, breath and everything. And I was like, well, we can take a breath inside now. And then while we were outside, wasting time, she tried calling Dad, which she couldn't get a hold of him because, Dad was working at the time, so of course he's not going to respond back. Then after that, she tried calling his work, so she tried calling Dad's work and that, I'm like it's kind of a waste of time. What she was trying to do is what Mom was trying to do yesterday. She was trying to contact Dad's work, said she can get a hold of Dad, for no reason. So, and then I was trying to say, hey, hang up the phone. Did you hang up the phone, whatever? She was like, no, and hang up the phone. It's pointless. Then she tried telling, I think Dad's work, where we lived or something. I'm like, no, okay, hang up the phone. I kept trying to tell her to hang up the phone, but she wouldn't listen. And then I tried taking her phone, and then she tried to move away to not let me take her phone, so then I had to grab her, and she's like, don't get off me, bro, she's literally trying to give our address and everything, where we live and everything, so she kept trying to call, and then which was not needed. And then I tried getting the phone hanging up, and then I tried grabbing her and that, grab her and get the phone and that, and then she was like, you're no longer my son, and saying weird stuff like that, and then trying to rebuke me like I'm demonic, which I'm not demonic. The devil's not in me. I hate the devil, but she's just sick and says stuff that she doesn't mean a lot of times, because, that's how she is when she's sick. Anyway, then after that, then I grabbed the phone from her and then tried de-escalating the situation, false alarm, she's kind of sick, she can't think straight, there's no emergency or anything like that. And then I hung up the phone and everything, and then me and Mom went inside after that. So, and then later when we were inside, the police showed up. Mom contacted the police, and I had no idea that happened until the police officers arrived. And the phone number that I responded to that she contacted, I thought that was just with Dad's work. It wasn't a 911, it was 301-707-1111. Then we explained the situation to the officers and everything, so, and the police, and then I said, well, she can't think straight. Then I told the officers basically what happened, and then and then said, well, we need to consider our perspective because it could sound like you're kidnapping her or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I understand, but that's not the case. And then I explained to them that she was sick, and everything. you know, and like she's kind of about to be slow police. So like she was, like I said, you know, like she's kind of, she can't think straight, you know. And then I did that around my head. So, and they're like, they understood what I was saying. You're like, yeah, and everything. So there's more. I'll save it for later. To be continued. As I was saying, yeah, so like I talked to police officers about it, and then I did, like, you know, like she can't think straight. She's kind of like, you know, like kind of like goofy in the head, like sick. You know, like that was like that was like while I was implicitly conveying to the officers, and I'm like, yeah, you know. And then, like, long story short, eventually Mom was taken to the hospital and all that yesterday and that sort of thing. So, and then like the officer was saying, like, maybe you two could get a break, you know, which naturally. And then Grandma and them came over, like Grandma came over to the situation and everything, and so Rich and they were there too and everything, and they helped out as well. And like we're saying how Mom was mental or something like that. From each of them said their own perspective on the situation, you know. And then eventually Mom was taken to the hospital and all that. So, and then Sarah, this is when things get crazy, and like this is when, like, then Sarah, like, she was preparing for like a interview for like job, something affiliated with her college major, like nursing, something like that. I don't know, like somewhat like an interview for like for an advancement level. So, and then Sarah was like was mad about Mom's situation of happened. Then she was saying, like, she's like, well, I can't believe I am trying to get an interview and that, and I shouldn't be, and people are trying to ruin my life. And like she said it to me, like facing at me, like as if I'm ruining my life. Like, what? Don't blame it on me. It's not my fault that my mom's crazy and cuckoo. I mean, like, she was trying to, like, I didn't know she called the authorities. And then, like, knowing that, then this is what really triggers you. Here comes the kicker, okay? I handled it the best I could, you know, in that situation. And then Sarah's like, well, I wouldn't say, well, can't think straight, or I wouldn't do like that. Like, and then I, like, basically saying, like, you know what I said to the officers that I already mentioned? And how I did the, you know, that, you know, to them, like, you know, trying to express how Mom is, you know. Sarah basically said, like, well, I wouldn't do that or say that about you and that. And then also, like, she critiqued me and said how, like, when I took Mom's phone and trying to de-escalate the situation, like, you know, everything's fine, false alarm, she just can't think straight, she's just kind of confused. And I talked to her with the guy, you know, I was like, we don't need you to come over here and that, or address, not telling your address, anything like that, because, like, I thought, because Mom was trying to contact Dad's work, and I thought that's who I was talking to. I didn't know I was, like, talking to law enforcement until the police showed up. And then while we were talking, while I was, like, you know, explaining that, you know, like, they mentioned that, you know, were you the one that said, like, we don't, like, false alarm don't need your presence here? And I was like, yeah. You know, like, I did not know I was talking to the police. I thought I was talking to Dad's work and that and everything. So, yeah. I mean, you don't know with Mom what she's gonna do. Like, she's literally, like, I mean, like, how am I supposed to know that she was contacting law enforcement and that? And then, like, how Sarah's saying, like, you know, there's, like, domestic abuse, like how you say, you have to understand their perspective. And it's like, the officers literally already told me that. I mean, like, I already understood their perspective. Or, like, tried to anyway. That's why I was saying, you know, like, there's no alarm here. I mean, there wasn't, you know. Mom was making a bigger deal than what it is because she's frantic and everything. I mean, I was trying to de-escalate the situation, you know, because I understood. I was thinking on their perspective. I did acknowledge her perspective, but then she acted like it didn't, which I did. Hence why I was trying to de-escalate the situation. There's no alarm here. She's just confused. She's just been kind of sick past couple of days or so and that kind of thing. You know, we don't need your presence here and that. Like, that's what I was telling them. I mean, I didn't know I was talking to the police because she had a phone number, like, when you think of phone number police, think of, like, 911. And the number that she was contacting, that she had on her phone when I took it, it was like 301-707-1111. You know, like, I thought that was, like, maybe Dad's work. I've never seen a phone number before, you know, so, I mean, I did not know that was a law enforcement number. I mean, like, Mom's the one that typed it up. How am I supposed to know, you know? And then Sarah's like, well, hey, that could sound really bad. Like, this could be a domestic abuse, could be, like, poison. I'm like, bro, like, whatever. Then I explained it to Sarah the same way how I explained it to the cops. And then she's like, whatever. Like, bro, you're stupid. You're stupid. So, I mean, bro, Sarah, you're dumb. You say like my life could be ruined, like with the interview and everything. Like, bro, I'm literally at the balance. I'm literally the one in the middle of that case. I literally was the one in the middle of that situation. I could have been arrested for something that was not true, and I'm not a domestic abuser. Like how my own sister, Sarah, my older sister, literally tried painting me as a domestic abuser when I was de-escalating the situation. I mean, like, so basically, in short, Sarah basically is saying how I handled it was wrong. Everything I did was wrong. Somehow. Because she said so. Like, basically. So, everything I done with that situation was wrong. Everything I said was wrong. How I handled it was wrong. How I did this and communicating to officers was wrong. Somehow, everything was wrong. According to Sarah. Because, based on what? Because she said so? Really? I mean, like, bro, and she once tried to say how I was prideful. Bro, this is one who's literally gaslighting me, like, when it's literally not my fault, and you know it, you idiot! Oh my goodness. And you want to tell, like, I could have been arrested for something that was not true. You're nagging, Sarah. I'm not going to be an abusive husband, and I'm not a domestic abuser. You're the one that's literally the gaslighting, lying, nagging piece of trash who wants to manipulate me into everything. Man. And don't talk to me. I'm like, bro, I could have been arrested. I literally could have been arrested for a false accusation of a crime of something that I did not do. And you want to say how your life is almost ruined? Give me a break. Man, Sarah, you lied again. Sarah, you lied once again. She's lied about me quite a lot, actually. First, you lied that I was a furry, which I never was one. But you drawed furries, yeah, that doesn't count. Other people draw furries and don't consider themselves as furries. So, drawing furries doesn't make you furry, first off. So, that's true. And I never called myself furry anyway, so you're a liar on that. Then she lied how random strangers, how it was my fault for perverse, idiot strangers contacting her. Like, that was not my fault. I had nothing to do with that. That was not a consequence of whatever, That wasn't my fault either, because it was those idiot people. It was the idiot weirdos' fault for them contacting you. You should have blocked them, but you were reluctant in doing it because, well, you have to be right, and you try calling me how I was like that, which I'm not. And then you lied that I was mentally ill. You and your little siblings. And then you lied I was mentally ill, in which I took multiple health tests, online health tests. I mean, it's free, and I tested negative. Every single one, negative. So, and then now you're lying how it's my fault that you're almost late to your interview because of mom's fanatics, because of her sickness. Don't talk to me about taking accountability, bro. You're literally the one who gaslights me and tries to say, oh, everything I do is wrong. Everything I say is wrong. How I handle things is wrong. I mean, like, bro, I handle things good. You're the one that's like, they're prideful. You're prideful. I mean, like, you're just straight up being a jerk for no reason. Well, I can beat you up too. And oh, shut up, Sarah. Shut up. Whatever, bro. Whatever. No, Sarah, I'm stronger than you. You're not stronger than me. I'm stronger than you. I would beat you harder because I literally bench press over 200 pounds. You can't even bench press over 160. And you think you can beat me? Get back into reality, you idiot. So, there's a reason why men and women have their own sport categories and not into one. Keep that in mind. So, whatever. You're just dumb. Dumb. You don't want to take accountability for gaslighting me because you're immature. I mean, I don't want to hear it. Just whatever.